It's such a treat, you guys. I finished watching the movie Sweetheart on Netflix. It actually was a really good movie. Was it the best movie of all time? Absolutely not, but it was a wonderful experience, and of course, I'm probably biased because I like stranded movies, and I also like monster movies, and yes, there is a monster in this movie. Now, I didn't realize this movie is actually a lot older. At the time I watched it, I thought it just come out, but apparently it was from like 2019. So, if you see any of our other subsequent videos that have spoilers in them, it's not our fault. It actually has been long enough. But for those of you who don't know anything yet, this video is going to give you a non-spoiler review. Kinda. What I mean by that is I won't tell you the ending and I won't show you the monster in this video, which kind of defeats the purpose because you'll see the monster in the other videos concerning this movie. But you know what I mean. So there is a castaway situation going on here where this girl named Jen gets washed up on shore. Apparently the boat she was on with her friends, well, something happened to it. A storm came out of nowhere, and now she's stuck and she's all alone. Everything seems all peaceful until she soon realizes that she's actually not the first person to have been stranded on this island. There were other people who washed upon shore. A woman named Ellie and some others. And now she feels as though she's not alone on the island since someone lives here. But apparently the bag that's hung up here has been here for a while, so chances are there's no one on this island anymore or they're dead. One of her friends had washed upon shore. She tried to save him, but unfortunately he died. She actually does really well for herself, surviving by catching fish when a few of them wash up on shore for some reason. When she finds out that her buddy's body has been dug up from its grave, or his grave, she realizes that she isn't alone on this island. And whatever it is that ate and tore him to pieces is definitely dangerous. Now she's on edge. The entire movie is about her surviving, and it's just this really tension cat and mouse kind of game that's going on. I actually was watching it and I felt like, wow, this would be a very good premise for a video game. I would love to play something like this because there's levels to it. It's kind of like a story-oriented game, kind of like Alien Isolation. That's the feel that I got from it, to be honest. And I absolutely love the way that it was directed. The only qualms I have about it is the acting later on in the movie, but for the most part, there isn't really a lot of talking in this movie because it's just her by herself and she's trying to survive. It was directed by and partly written by JD Dillard. Honestly, I'm gonna keep my eye out for this guy because he does a really good job with the aura and the atmosphere of these thriller type movies, and I was really impressed. I mean, this just came out of the woodwork and it was a really nice experience. The monster was an interesting design, the way that it acted, the sounds that it made. Wow, wonderfully done. Why does that guy look like my college professor? All I can say is that if you have not seen this movie on Netflix, you should definitely give it a go. It's totally worth it for the experience, especially if you like monster movies. I am not disappointed at all with this. There are times when the tension was so high and I almost jumped out of my seat, not because of a jump scare, but because of something that could have easily have been very bad for the character. Was a wonderful watch. I absolutely enjoyed this movie, and in the next videos, we're going to be talking about the monster and just certain things, because the thing I also love about this movie is that it leaves a lot to be desired. Not in a bad way. When I say that, I mean that there's so much more to discover about this movie concerning the origins, and I like that the director took the route of not explaining away everything. There are certain things that are better left unsaid, and for that reason, I feel like I can talk about this movie for as long as possible, because there's just so many questions I have after watching this. Well, that's because I'm me, and I love monsters. Other people watch this like, oh, that was a great movie, on to the next one. But me, I'm like, yeah, but where does this monster? Where did it come from? Was it human? Was it something made by humans? I don't want to ask any more questions, so that will spoil it. So anyways, if you guys want to check it out, again, it is on Netflix. It is definitely worth a watch. If you're in the future and you're watching this video and it's not on Netflix, it means they took it off, and I'm pretty sure by now you can find it somewhere else. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Altiori. You ask, we answer.